Why do you still feel bloated, puffy, and mentally off on Monday, even when the weekend is already over? You didn't eat anything crazy, you rested, you told yourself you'd be fine by morning. But Monday hits, and your stomach is still swollen, your brain is still slow, and you feel like you're dragging your body through wet cement. That's not normal, that's not just part of life, and it's definitely not random. Something specific happened inside your body. And most people spend years misreading it, blaming the wrong things, and trying the wrong fixes. Here's the thing most people get wrong immediately. They blame one meal, one pizza, one extra drink, one late dinner, and they think if they just skip breakfast or drink a green juice, everything resets by noon. But that's not how your gut works. That's not how your body works. And that kind of thinking is exactly why Monday turns into Wednesday before you feel like yourself again. In this video, I'm going to break down what's actually happening inside your body after a rough weekend. Not the surface level stuff you've already heard, the real chain of events, the gut, the sleep, the stress response, the timing, and how they all stack up against you before Sunday night is even over. Then I'm going to walk you through a simple, honest 24-hour reset that doesn't involve starving yourself, buying expensive detox teas, or following some 5-day protocol that nobody actually finishes. By the end, you're going to know exactly what to do, why it works, and why everything you tried before probably made things worse, not better. Let's start by killing a really popular idea, the idea that one bad meal causes a bad Monday. That's not what's happening. Your gut doesn't feel terrible on Monday because of one meal. It feels terrible because of a stack, a full weekend stack. And here's the breakdown of what that actually looks like inside your body. You start Friday. Maybe you eat later than usual. Maybe there's more restaurant food, more sodium, less water than you'd normally drink during the week. Saturday you sleep in. Your meal timing shifts by a few hours. Your fiber intake drops. Your alcohol intake goes up. Sunday you're tired, maybe quietly anxious about the week ahead, snacking instead of eating real structured meals, staying up later than you should. And then Monday arrives and your body is not reacting to one thing. It's reacting to every single decision from the last 48 to 72 hours, hitting you all at once. Most people don't realize this, but your digestive system doesn't hate indulgence. It hates chaos. A single rich meal on a consistent routine, your gut can handle that just fine. 3 days of disrupted eating patterns, lower fiber, higher sodium, alcohol, and poor sleep stacked on top of each other, that's where the system starts to break down. That's why you wake up feeling heavy, swollen, backed up, or somehow already hungry again, even though you ate a full meal late the night before. And here's the thing. Do you feel this every single time the weekend falls apart? Not just after a wild Saturday night, but after any weekend where the structure quietly disappears? Because if you do, that's your gut telling you something important. It's not punishing you, it's reacting to disruption. And the more weekends you stack like this without a proper reset, the slower your baseline recovery becomes. The symptoms don't reset as fast. The fog takes longer to clear. And what used to bounce back in one day starts taking 3. This is where it gets interesting, because food is only one part of the stack. The part most people completely miss, the part that changes everything else without anyone noticing, is sleep. A bad night of sleep doesn't just make you tired. It quietly changes almost everything happening inside your body. It changes how your gut motility works, meaning how fast or slow things move through your digestive system. It changes your cortisol levels, which directly affects how much inflammation your body is holding on to. It changes your hunger hormones, specifically ghrelin and leptin, which control how hungry you feel and how satisfied you feel after eating. And it changes your pain perception threshold, meaning that bloating that would feel like a 2 on a normal rested day suddenly feels like a 6 after 2 bad nights of sleep stacked together. So when someone says, "I barely even ate that much this weekend, why do I feel completely wrecked?" The answer is almost always the full stack, not just the calories. Food timing, sleep timing, and stress timing all collided over 48 hours. And now your body is running behind, not broken, just overwhelmed. And there is a very real, very important difference between those two things, because one has a clear path out, and the other is just a story we tell ourselves. Here's the real problem. And almost nobody talks about this honestly. The Monday mistake isn't the weekend itself. The Monday mistake is what people do in response to the weekend. They skip breakfast because they feel guilty about Saturday. They slam 2 or 3 coffees on an empty stomach because they're exhausted. They try some random cleanse they saw online. They eat almost nothing all day, feel proud of their restraint, and then overeat again at dinner because their blood sugar crashed hours earlier and their willpower simply ran out. Or they throw supplements at the problem without fixing a single one of the root behaviors that created the problem in the first place. And here's what actually happens when you do that. When you skip meals and spike your caffeine on an already stressed gut, you raise cortisol even higher than it already was. When cortisol stays high, inflammation doesn't go down. When inflammation holds, your bloating doesn't improve. It stays. Your brain fog doesn't lift. It thickens. Your cravings don't settle. They get louder. And now you're not just recovering from the weekend. You're recovering from a failed recovery attempt, which is its own problem, sitting directly on top of the original one. Be honest with yourself for a second. Have you ever tried to undo a rough weekend by barely eating the next day? Did it work? Or did the bloating drag on, the brain fog stick around, and the cravings come back harder than ever by Tuesday? Most people already know the answer. They just keep doing it anyway because restriction feels like punishment, and punishment feels like it should do something. But your gut doesn't care about punishment. It cares about rhythm. And the faster you restore rhythm, the faster it resets. So here's what an actual reset looks like. Not a detox, not a protocol with supplements. A clean 24-hour window of smart, low-chaos decisions that let your body do what it already knows how to do. Recover. Step 1. Hydrate early. Not perfectly, just consistently. You don't need to drink a gallon before 9 a.m. You need to start sipping earlier and keep it going throughout the day. Even mild dehydration after a weekend of higher alcohol and lower water intake slows gut motility, increases the sensation of bloating, and makes brain fog significantly worse. Water is not a miracle, but starting your day without it is always a mistake. Step 2. Eat a real first meal with protein and fiber, instead of bouncing between starving yourself and snacking on whatever's nearby. Something simple: eggs and cooked vegetables, oats with a protein source. Something that sends your digestive system a clear signal to actually process something, instead of running on cortisol fumes. Protein stabilizes digestion. Fiber starts moving things forward. Together, they give your gut a reason to function rather than just react. Step 3. Walk after meals. Even 10 minutes. This is one of the most underused reset tools available, and it costs nothing. Post-meal walking increases gastric emptying speed, improves blood sugar regulation after eating, and helps restore the rhythmic muscular movement your gut needs to stop feeling stuck. You don't need to run. 10 minutes outside after you eat, at least once, ideally twice across the day. Step 4. Keep your next meals simple. Simple proteins, cooked vegetables, lower sodium whole foods. Not because you're punishing yourself, but because your gut is already running in overdrive from the weekend. And adding more variety, more spice, more complexity right now is like throwing extra noise into a room that's already too loud. Give it silence. Give it simplicity. Let it process without competing demands, pulling it in different directions. Step 5. Protect the next night of sleep like your entire recovery depends on it. Because it does. One solid night of quality sleep does more for gut inflammation reduction, cortisol regulation, and bloating relief than almost any food decision you could make on Monday. Wind down earlier than you think you need to. Cut screens 30 minutes before bed. Keep the room cool and dark. Let your nervous system shift out of stress mode and into repair mode. The real reset doesn't happen during the day. It happens at night, when your gut does its deepest regulatory work. Step 6. If you want extra support on top of the habits, keep it gentle. Fermented foods, plain yogurt, a small serving of kimchi, a spoonful of sauerkraut help reintroduce beneficial bacteria that alcohol and poor sleep deplete. Prebiotic fiber from garlic, oats, or bananas feeds the good bacteria already in your gut. And for people building a more consistent gut support routine long-term, there are supplemental options worth considering. But nothing replaces steps 1 through 5. The habits are the foundation. Everything else is optional support on top of something that has to exist first. Here's what I want you to take away from everything we just covered. The goal of a 24-hour reset is not to create a perfect gut in one day. The goal is to stop digging the hole deeper. Every time you skip meals, slam caffeine, restrict harshly, and ignore sleep after a rough weekend, you're adding more work for a body that's already trying to recover. And eventually, that debt catches up. Most people don't need a dramatic cleanse. They don't need a multi-day protocol or a $100 supplement stack. They need a clean 24-hour window of lower stress, better rhythm, less chaos, and smarter decisions. That's what gets you back to baseline. That's what stops Monday from bleeding into Wednesday. And that's what makes the next weekend feel like an actual break instead of another recovery problem waiting to happen. Your gut is not broken. It is not working against you. It is just waiting for a clear signal that the chaos is over. And now you know exactly how to give it that. If this helped you understand what's actually going on after a rough weekend, drop a comment below and tell me your #1 symptom. Is it bloating that won't quit? Brain fog that makes the whole week feel slow? Cravings that come out of nowhere? Or constipation that just sits there? Tell me which one hits you hardest. Your answer shapes what we cover next. And if you want a simple, free tool to build better habits around gut health and mental clarity during the week, grab the Anti-Mental Fog Lunch Checklist linked below. No fluff, 5 minutes to read, a clear, practical framework for midday meals that support both your focus and your digestion, without complicated prep or expensive ingredients. For people serious about building a more consistent gut support routine over time, Microbiome is one option worth exploring alongside everything we covered today. Not a miracle, not a replacement for the foundation, just a thoughtful addition for people who already have the basics in place. And watch the video on screen right now, because the reset we just covered gets significantly easier once you understand the other hidden trigger most people are completely ignoring. It's connected to something you do every single morning without thinking about it, and fixing it takes less than 2 minutes. Thanks for watching. Like, share, a comment, and subscribe.